And right now the jury is considering what punishment fits Ken Johnson, the former Farmers Branch cop who became a high-profile convicted killer. Our David Goins has been following the sentencing phase today, and David, lawyers making their case when it comes to the punishment. What are they saying today?
A lot to consider, Izzy. The jury got this case around 3:30 to consider Ken Johnson's punishment. They are done for the day. They'll come back tomorrow morning. But no doubt, after a full day today, a lot of testimony to sort through and a lot of emotion as well. In the nearly 2-year case against Ken Johnson, we have never heard from the former Farmers Branch police officer until today.
It's tragic on both families. It's been tough. I would like to say to Mr. Cruz family, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I know every day is tough. It's tough for me, but to bury your son, I know it's tough. I'm very, very, very remorseful, and I really mean that.
A jury found the 37-year-old guilty of murder and aggravated assault last week for shooting and killing 16-year-old Jose Cruz and shooting his passenger, Edgar Rodriguez. Johnson admitted on the stand today in the penalty phase of his trial he was angry when he saw both teens break into his SUV back in March of 2016. He was off duty, out of uniform, and pursued in his personal vehicle.
I was upset. Yes, I was.
Johnson told jurors after both vehicles wrecked out, he drew his weapon and looked inside the car.
He took his hands off the steering wheel and reached down, and that's when my heart kind of jumped out of my chest.
Johnson fired 16 rounds into the vehicle. Prosecutors on cross-examination clarified that after Jose Cruz was dead, Johnson took aim at Rodriguez in the passenger seat, who posed no threat.
You opened up that door so that you could get a clean line of fire at Edgar.
Listening to every detail in the courtroom, Cruz's mother, with the help of an interpreter, Ana Henriquez, shared a grief that didn't need translation.
¿Se imagina enterrar un hijo?
Can you imagine how it's like to be burying your own son?
Jurors tonight have a range of punishment options to consider as Ken Johnson prepares to go to prison. And Johnson faces 5 years to life in prison for that murder conviction. However, if the jury decides that he acted in what's called sudden passion, he would only face 2 to 20 years for that murder conviction. So plenty for this jury to consider when they reconvene their deliberations at 9:30 tomorrow morning. Live in Dallas, David Goins, Channel 8 News.